What is going on, guys? Welcome back, Commentary for Real. Let me just say, I'm a bit concerned. The marketing of this game, right? I'm going online, I'm looking, and I don't know if this game is replicating football or replicating strip club, because everywhere I look, there's ass. There's ass everywhere. Online, offline, team builder. Why? What are we doing? And so much of this is the same exact game. And I understand there's going to be someone in the comment section that says, let me get this guy so negative. He doesn't know Loomis Brown did this to Scott Mitchell in 1984. Some of you don't know that's a real story. But I want you to look at Clint here. We're going to call this lineman Clint. And I understand some people will say, you don't understand blocking schemes, Ryan. These linemen, they're just trying to work outside in, Ryan. This is designed this way, Ryan. This is bad blocking. Okay, whether they're trying to work outside into this linebacker or not, you don't even have a block attempt to engage. You don't have a chip attempt. And the result is the quarterback is now scrambling while the lineman looks at the quarterback in the end zone. This is not what we want. And this is consistently broken in not only this game, but Madden as well. But I want to show you what happens when there is a clean pocket. It's the very next play, right? So now all of a sudden, the game doesn't have this issue. Very similar defensive scheme, right? But all of a sudden, now we pick up that blitz. Now the problem is on the defensive side of things. And again, something I just talked about. I want you to watch this corner, and I want you to understand what's happening here. We're going to zoom in, and we're going to look at it. This is failing to cover a receiver running through your zone and even carrying him over to another zone. You have just let him work inside. You're in a position now from a movement standpoint to not even catch up, and you're letting him run away from you. Why? EA, this should be fixed for years. But the comedic element of this is not that it's given up, it's behind this, right? In one aspect, we got a player that literally is standing there watching a receiver run free. But downfield, we've got players that are hyper-aware to the point they're imitating Michael Jackson moonwalking. Literally moonwalking. Look at this. To pursue a player that's not even their responsibility. How can you go from hyper-aware to completely clueless? It doesn't make any sense. And now, legacy issue, right? This is zigzag running. Whether you zig when you're supposed to zag, whether you zag when you're supposed to zig, doesn't matter because the game struggles with animations. And when that happens, you don't have realistic results. We have talked for years about animation-dependent gameplay. EA knows we don't want it, so they sell us physics-based tackling. You are literally running down the field in a zigzag pattern, knowing that the defense is not going to get the proper animation to tackle you. Stamina, right? All those things, substitutions, it's a big game changer. You guys have no idea. The Muppets sold you. You can tell it doesn't matter here. What matters is animation dependency in the game. And of course, we were sold animation dependency in an improved game based on what? This. Celebrations, Ryan. You don't know what you're talking about, Ryan. You don't know football, Ryan. We want to pick the celebration, Ryan. You're just negative. Let me tell you, if you give up a touchdown this way, you're going to turn the console off. If you score a touchdown this way and you believe that skill factored into this, then you are the perfect customer for EA Sports. There is no skill in this game. It is literally learning not how to read a coverage, not how to understand football, not X's and O's. It is learning how to exploit the game's glitches and bugs. And for the people already saying, well, give them time, it's only been out a day. These things have been in the game for years. Why someone thinks that they're going to get them out in weeks is beyond me. And what I really, really want to focus on is all of the Muppets that sat here and told you that this was a different game, that told you it was better this year. It's been fixed. It's been revamped. You don't understand. No, we do understand. When you said don't judge a game based off its trailer, you haven't played it. I, again, said to you, we don't need to play it. We have seen it. We understand it. The analogies are very simple. You don't need to eat raw chicken to look at it and say, I'm not going to eat that till it's cooked. No one says, well, eat the raw chicken. Maybe once you chew it, it'll be cooked. No one does that. People are paying $10 per day for the next 3 days to play this game early. And essentially what you're doing is a glorified beta test to help EA determine where the bugs are. The problem with this is, that is what the Muppets should have been doing for the community. The Muppets had the game for weeks. Why are they not the ones going to EA and saying, listen, all these things are still broken. Whether I talk about them on my channel or not, you need to fix them so the community gets a better game. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say that they don't do that. They very well may. The reality is, EA Sports has proven incapable of fixing this game for years. And I want to close just by saying there's a little rumor, if you're not aware, there's a little rumor in the community that the development teams have merged. That the Madden team and the college football team now kind of work hand in hand, which is logical. But it very much works against the mindset that these are two separate games. And that's why you can check my track record. I said the main thing that doesn't make sense here is we have watched EA Sports and Madden in this marketplace for years struggle to fix certain game issues. Zone coverage, blocking. So how do you expect the NCAA team that has been around for a much shorter time frame, let's say 3 years now, 4 years, to fix issues that the Madden team has not been able to fix in 10? That doesn't make any sense. If you've worked on something for 10 years and you can't fix it, you don't rebrand it something else, hand it to someone else, and all of a sudden they fix it right away. And if they do, then everyone that was working on the broken product is incompetent and needs to be replaced. And I'm not advocating for people to lose their job. I'm simply being honest. If you can't fix something in 10 years and someone else fixes it in less than half the time, the problem is you. Remember how before this game released, everyone was told I was the problem. I was the negative one. Well, why is it that all this negative gameplay is showing up all of a sudden? I don't control this game. I'm just, again, looking at what's being sent to me. Looking at what the community is showing. And I'm asking some very valid questions. You should not be able to run 2 plays and see massive logic failures. And again, anyone that sits there and excuses this away with, oh, but players make mistakes all the time. Oh, defensive breakdowns happen. I will offer again, if you are doing that, you are willfully sitting there and telling yourself a lie so that you can excuse a poor product. This game does not have artificial intelligence to that level. Because for a player to make mistakes and be programmed to make mistakes, the player also has to be programmed how to operate perfectly. We don't have anywhere near a perfect game from EA Sports. All we have is a game that continually makes mistakes. And when a game can sit here and make mistakes all day long, there is no way that I cannot be back in the week with more commentary.